She's fine. She's fine.
But you know, that's it. Okay. I have a nice face. Gonna give me the money.
What's going on, DMV? Oh yes, and oh yeah. I've stopped at another fashion show to give my analyzation and critiquing. Baby, if the show is hot, oh yes, I'll say it's hot. But if the show's a mess, honey, I'm reading. I want you all to get into this next clip. Now, this is a part where I stand up for the designers, and for Miss Renee Francis goes out to you. If you are planning a fashion show, you first need to look at the actual venue. Take a good look at where you're going to be placing your designers, your models, your hair team, and your makeup artists. There should not be a point as to where you're shoving your designers into a pissy bathroom. Why would you do that? Why would you have models and then you have bra tops hanging from the shower chandeliers? That's not going to work, baby. You have almost how many designers in your show? Maybe a good 6 to 8. And you also have store designers at that, and you're placing their garments in somebody's pissy bathroom. That's not going to work. Take a good look at this clip, and I want you to get into the old white lady's face, excuse my French, the old lady's face, and I want you all to see her expression as well when she walks into the bathroom, as the look that she has on her face as where they place the designers. That part to me is priceless, because she knew that I knew that we knew that it was not going to work. Take a look at this clip for me, please.
But wait till you finish coming up from here, right?
Yeah.
You got time here.
I'm sorry.
It's a whole bunch of room.
Oh man, I gotta get. This kitty mess that she had.
As many people that sit out here and fight for sponsorships for their shows that have closed, you mean to tell me that you were graciously granted to have True Religions in your fashion show, and you mean to tell me that you put their garments in a box outside of the fashion show and then pick and pay through the box like you have puppies, cats, and dogs in the litter box? That does not make any sense to me. Why is True Religion garments outside of the production on the ground in a cheap cardboard box? Now you tell me why is that? And then you all are sorting through the sizes like there was not even a fitting to take place before the show with the denim. Have you lost your mind? What is that? What is this? If I was True Religion's sponsor, if I was even the representative of that, I would have totally snatched up that box and left. That was unacceptable. Next. What time does the show start?
It was supposed to start at 4:45.
What time did it start?
I believe like 5:15.
5:15. I believe that a lot of designers from Georgetown sponsors the show. Is that correct?
Yeah, and True Religion sponsored the show.
And True Religion's
It's
also
really, I think, just far as accommodation-wise for all of the models, they should have had a bigger venue. There's no space in the back for models. My models are actually in the garage at the moment rehearsing.
Oh, I did see that. So that's why they're in the garage. Let's go to that take. This is exquisite. Ooh. You guys getting this? Whatever don't happen right now.
Max and go shoes. Turn around so they can see that go. That's a very cute dress.
Did we skip the modeling etiquette sheet? Baby, as a model, you should know that smacking and shacking on the runway with a piece of gum in your mouth is not acceptable. I mean, you were hacking like you were on somebody's street corner. Why were you on that runway with that gum in your mouth? Did you not think to know that at least if you have the gum in your mouth, dummy, that you should put it under your tongue? This is the runway. Be presentable. People are watching you. And when they're watching you, of course they're going to look at your mouth as well, because that is a part of your body. Why are you chewing that gum on the runway? That is unacceptable. And then you kept wobbling that bobble head of yours. Sweetie, hold it together. Remember where you are. Just because your surroundings may be low budget, you have to stand beyond standards and walk and talk as a model. We went over this. Next.
Back, you speak your grandmother's name. If she comes here and you open this door, I will kill you. I was in Southeast in Naylor Garden Apartments. When I got back to my grandmother, it was such a relief to be back home.
Sweetie, what can I say to you? I I understand that the function was on a Sunday, but baby, you didn't even prepare us for that testimony that you were going to give, sweetie. Now, I'm not saying I didn't feel any sympathy for what the lady was saying, but there is a time and a place as to where you present Jesus. Now, I am nobody's atheist. I am nobody against anything, but there is a certain tasteful way that you should push your religion ethics on people. Now, my thing is, a scene just ended, okay? Rock and roll girls all over the place. You come out there on that stage. At the age of 16, I was diagnosed with lupus. At the age of 17, my father held me down and then raped me, then pushed my face to the floor to eat food. At the age of 13, I lost my mother. At the age of 18, I lost my father on the same bridge that I had hoped for. Where are you taking it? I mean, woo! You're taking me on a doozy. I mean, we were not emotionally prepared for your testimony, so that meant that no one was able to receive your testimony. So that also led to people in the crowd giggling, snickering, and laughing at you because you just took us to another place. Baby, that could have been saved for 8 a.m. on a Sunday service because honestly, that was not needed. If that was meant to take up some time, you wasted a good 30 minutes of our time.
Nice yellow golden coat. All these coats have nice, unique things about them. You notice the back of her coat has a nice roll ribbon around the upper part of the waist, pleated in the front.
I'll give her the prayer. I even sent her the message. It was a mess. You were out there bumping and hopping around like you were in an SWV 1995 concert. That was not correct. What did you think you were out there doing? You were not at a dance routine. You were just giving me this. That's what you were giving me, sweetie. That's what you were just breaking me into. You were just hopping and bebopping on down around. And then to flip that tacky collar, have you lost your... Girl, please, have you lost your mind? That was not a part of the runway. What you should have been doing was working that coat with those heads in that pocket and that head upright, going straight down the runway. And then with that lollipop happy girl ponytail just bumping and hopping and mopping all around your head, I didn't know what was going on. You were giving me too much. It was just too much to handle. Next time, just keep it simple. You and the bamboo earrings and that 1999 ponytail, that was not correct. Do it again. Strive for better because you are excellent. Remember that. Here, that was, look, I brought you down, I tore you down, and I brought you back up again. Now take that and learn from it. Next.
For that after 5, that bridal show, that nice event. If you don't want to wear a skirt, you still want to look pretty and glamorous, this is a beautiful suit. I know that's right, Jennifer. Work that collar.
I understand, as being a producer, a black producer at that, you want to have diversity in your show. Great, grand. But just because a white girl walks into the model hall and that means that no one else showed up does not mean that you have to pick this only white girl. I am sorry, but she did not meet the model standards. This girl was trotting around like she was on somebody's trolley. That did not work. Just because she was the only light chick to come up in there did not mean that you had to pick her. You could have done better. Next.
Nice little black leggings and a nice little raincoat that's really sleek.
I like that ponytail. Bring that along.
I must say that just because this show was in Virginia, the train station was too close by because it seems that wherever the trains go, the jabookas and hood rats tend to go. Sweetie, this show could have been well more planned, and that goes not even to the models, but to the producers. Because first of all, you should have looked at the venue before you selected it. There is no way that those models should have been changing in a garage parking lot with oil and thieves running all around. How could you put models, clothes, designers in a parking oiled garage? That was the mistake. Second of all, you should have known when you have hair and makeup artists that they need room and space to do hair. So that means that hair and makeup was not done to the satisfaction of being presentable. That was a hot mess at there. So the grade that I have to give you, sweetie, is a D minus. At that, I didn't know where to go with the show. The only thing that saved your sick behind was the sponsors that actually provided great clothing for you because most of the designers were from Georgetown. Most of the designers were from G-Town, and they were also store designers. But another good thing that you all had was that the venue was in Roslyn, Virginia. That was very tasteful. I'll give you that. But other than that, you seem to have brought the green line with you, and so that, fourth, the grade is a D minus. Gotta do better, baby. Invite me to these events.